A typo last week actually turned into an opportunity, which made me think we should be more open to what opportunities our mistakes can create for us. And that's the thought behind this week's Sunday question. Hey everyone, I'm Denise Brown, and I write what I call Sunday questions. I love to think of a good question because then my mind does some work for me by looking for the right answer. I found this strategy to be really helpful during stressful times, and so I keep doing it, and I thought it would be fun to do it with you. So this week, I was working with Claude, which is the AI tool that I use, and I wanted him to build a chart for me, but I accidentally typed chat instead. And once you give a prompt to Claude, he can't stop. So I wasn't able to stop him. He started building me a chat, which I thought was so interesting. Then I looked at it and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. I really could use a chat and a chart. So then I did ask him to build a chart for me. And then when I looked at this chat, I thought, that's so cool. So then I actually created a chat to help people figure out which training program is right for them because I developed training programs to become, for instance, a caregiving coach. And then I thought, I wonder if we could build a tool to figure out what a caregiving experience costs a local economy. I had done some math around this 2 years ago. So I pulled out that math, gave it to Claude, and he built me this amazing tool that we can all use to kind of play around with the cost to an economy when individuals, residents of a community are in a personal caregiving experience. Oh my gosh. So from that mistake, that typo, I was able to create all these really interesting tools. I'm in the midst of creating a third tool that actually isn't going very well, but I'm not going to give up. I am not going to give up. I'm going to figure that out. So mistakes can create opportunities for us. And that's what inspired this week's Sunday question. And this week's Sunday question is, how can I leverage this mistake? And here's what I wrote for you. I really don't like to make mistakes. When I take out the emotion, like embarrassment and fear, I can then objectively reflect on the mistake. With the perspective of an observer rather than of a failing participant, I can see the hole to plug, the step to refine, and the better ingredients to use. The mistake then becomes the important piece I need to create something better for myself or others. I don't have to judge myself for making a mistake. I can be intentional in what I learned from the mistake. Let's use this week to create a new habit of releasing judgment and embracing opportunities when we make mistakes. We can remind ourselves that mistakes happen. We now have an opportunity to improve by asking ourselves this question to begin our day. How can I leverage this mistake? What's a mistake that became something better for you? I'd love to know. Share your experiences and your mistake in our comments section. If this episode resonated with you, hit like. And if you'd like to receive our content, hit subscribe. Thanks so much for all you do. Thanks for keeping me company. And thanks for listening. I'm Denise Brown.